Hello students, good evening. Today I tell you about helping verbs, right? I told you that main verbs are there are number of main verbs, but helping verbs are limited, right? So here we will discuss what are the use of helping verbs, applications of helping verbs, and how many helping verbs are there. So helping verbs are also called auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs or helping verbs are one and the same thing, are essential words in English grammar, right? That work with a main verb to express what are the use of or application of main verb. It comes with main helping verb. It comes with main verb and it is used to express tense, mood, voice, right, and emphasis. If I give you example of tense, so if I am speaking to you, speaking to you, right? That is am shows present tense and I, subject is I, that's why am is used. So this is she is telling lie. So she is used for singular subject she and is present tense. They are coming in the evening. So they are is used for they because they is plural and present tense. So helping verbs are used for tense, then mood. I am not well, right? That is mood. She is happy. So that is they are selfish, right? So this is somewhat that's a mood. Then voice, active to passive voice. When we make passive voice, if I say that project is submitted, project then is submitted, है ना? तो is passive voice. This is passive construction. Then emphasize something that you have to go. So have to, have is, that is emphasize. I am rude. Yes, I am rude. So that is emphasize. They help the main verb by adding more meaning or nuances to the action. So helping verbs are used for adding more meaning or nuances to action. Each and every action little like changes, so that sentences are made with the help of helping verb or state being. For example, she is a good girl. So is a state, right? So these are the major usage of helping verb. Now there are two categories of helping verb which we had discussed in the class, right? Two categories of helping verb. Number 2, primary helping verbs, and number 1, sorry, primary helping verbs, and number 2, model helping verbs. We had already discussed in the class. So primary helping verbs are what? Primary helping verbs are most common helping verbs and can also function as main verb, right? These helping verbs can function as main verbs in certain contexts. So B form is helping verb. What is B form? Is, we had already discussed in the class, is am, are, was and were, right? These are the helping verb. Okay, now be, being, been, I had already discussed. Is am, are or am is are This way you can make circle, right? Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. If you remember, so just remember this way. You will be able to remember all 8 be form helping verbs, be helping verbs, है ना? Then has, have, had, I have already told you. Has, have, had. So has is have is plural, has is singular, and past tense of this way you can remember has, have, and had. Has is singular, have is plural. Similarly, do, है ना, does and did, right? So these are called primary helping verbs. Now secondary helping verbs, modal helping verbs. These verbs express modality such as possibility, ability, permission, necessity, obligation, right? These are the modest words and used for possibility. Possibility, he may come. Possibly, he may come. Possibility. Then ability, I can teach Hindi. That is my capability. So that is ability. Then permission, may we come in. May we come in, right? That is permission. Necessity, right? Necessity is or obligation, right? So that we, right, we have to, we have to, we should, we ought, in fact, we must respect our nation. This is obligation, right? So that is can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to. These are called helping verbs. Now come to the primary helping verb. A forms of to be. To be is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been. This is called to be form, right? And used to form continuous tense. And what is the use of these verbs? So these verbs are used for present continuous and past continuous, right? And even future continuous, right? So that is example they have given. Present continuous, I am reading a book, है ना? She is studying for her exam. Then present tense, they are playing and he was watching TV when I called. So for continuous tense, you just remember be form is used for continuous tense. Be form is used for continuous tense. And passive voice. I told you passive voice, for example, I write poetry, right? So poetry, then helping verb is written by me. So that is passive voice, right? And these are the examples. Being, be is I shall be finished in about an hour. Be is always followed by third form of main verb. Please take care. Be किसके लिए थर्ड फॉर्म, अगर आप shall be will be लगाते हो तो यहाँ पे ये वर्ब का थर्ड फॉर्म यूज होगा, है ना? बीइंग के साथ भी वही है. सो दैट्स अ बीइंग रिमूव्ड, है ना? एंड बीन इज वर्किंग. right? I have been working here since 10 years, I say. Then forms of to have. Forms of have, has, had. Example 2, use for perfect tense, है ना? Present perfect, past perfect, future perfect. Example have, we have finished our work, present tense. She has spoken to the dean, to then they had left before I arrived, past perfect, है ना? अब forms of to do. Do is do, does or did, right? So use for questions. Do you know about him, है ना? That is question. Negative sentence, I do not follow the rules of institute, right? Then, and for emphasis is simple present or past present tense. Simple present, that is we do, we do write, do we write a book, we do write one application, right? And then simple present tense, simple past tense, did you ask, did you note down, something like. These are the example. Do you want to go? Then he does not agree, negative question. Then she did not attend the meeting, and then I do like it, emphasize or present simple. Then model helping verbs, can is for ability or capability, permission also, I can swim or I you can go now, ये permission है. Then could, past, can का past is could, so past ability past है ना, past. When I was young I could run fast. They could be true. Could you please pass the salt, right? Permission. So ध्यान से इसको पढ़ लेना, right? Then may, might, may, permission, possibility. You may enter, it may rain later. Might, slight possibility. That is possibility or permission. May is used, or slight possibility. We might give it a try. So this is used for may, might. Then come to will, would. Will, would is used for will, future, है ना? And willingness, I will write a book, willingness, right? So these are the examples. Then would, conditional or polite request, habit in the or habit in the past. I would love to go. Would you mind opening the window, polite request. And then every summer we would visit the beach, right? Shall, should. Shall is for future, less common or suggestion, obligation. We shall overcome. Shall we dance? Then advice, should is advice. You should write daily, right? Recommendation or expectation. You should listen, something. Then must, must is necessary, necessity, strong, obligation, strong probability. You must complete the assignment. I must have rained, it must have rained. Then ought to is no option. See difference between should, है ना? Then comes must and then ought to. Sorry. Should, then you should, right? Then you have to, है ना? That is should. Then next is must, or then ought to. Ought to. You should start your study. You must start your study. You ought to respect your parents. Here, little bit chance, you should start your studies. Okay, I'll do it. Yes, may not. You must start because time is closure. And ought to, you ought to respect your parents. इसमें कोई नहीं की गुंजाइश ought to में है ही नहीं. तो ये छोटा सा एक वीडियो मैंने अभी बनाया. ऑल द बेस्ट ऑल ऑफ यू. पढ़ो इसको अच्छे से, विच इज़